السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله الذي جعل الشمس والقمر حسبانا والنجم والشجر يسجدان، فضل إنسانا على إنسان وزمانا على زمان، كما فضل مكانا على مكان. نحمده تعالى ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه، ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وخاتم النبيين، نبينا وأعلانا وأولانا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد. Welcome to Quranic Arabic Academy, Arabic Grammar Made Easy, lesson number 24. ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين، رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد رسولا. In this lesson we're going to understand what is masdar, understand al-maf'ul li'ajlihi, object of motive. Understand al-maf'ulu li'ajlihi, the object of motive. In al-jumlatul fi'liya, these are the slots we have, and so far we have done fa'il and na'ibu fa'il, and the i'rab of these two are marfu'. Then we added maf'ulun bihi, the direct object of the verb. Then we add second direct object, which is called maf'ulun bihi thanin. Then we add maf'ulun fihi, which is the adverb of time and place. Another one, we add the hal, the adverb of status or the condition, the state of the fa'il or maf'ul bih. Then in the last lesson we added and we've learned maf'ulun mutlaqun. What is maf'ulun mutlaqun? We've learned the masdar of the same verb used in the sentence. The verbal noun of the same verb used in the sentence, if that masdar comes in the same sentence, it is called maf'ulun mutlaqun. The purpose of maf'ulun mutlaqun is to emphasize the verb. Emphasize the verb is taking place. And the i'rab of all of them are mansub. So it is only two, the fa'il and the naibu fa'il. These are the only two slots are marfu, and the rest of the slots are mansub in al-jumlatul fi'liyah. Let's recap, go through what is a masdar. Masdar is a verbal noun. The masdar, verbal noun, is a word that indicates the occurrence of an action and is free from tense. Masdar is the name of an action and it has no tense in it. There are no rules to make masdar, we just have to memorize it. And then we went through some of the masdar, mainly the 6 abwab of the fi'l, Nasara yansuru, nasran. This nasran is the verb, sorry, the masdar. Bab fataha yaftahu, masdar is fathan. Daraba yadribu, darban. Sami'a yasma'u, sam'an. Hasiba yahsibu, hisbanan. Karuma yakrumu, karaman. Some verb may have more than one masdar. Some have two, some have even three, but mainly is only one masdar of each verb. There are some masdar, there are some fail, they may have two masdars or three masdars. And we looked at the group of nasara, the masdar of these, nasara yansuru nasran, sajada yasjudu sujudan, kharaja yakhruju khurujan. So we've said that from this bab, mainly you can understand, is coming on the scale of fu'ulan. Just remember this. From bab nasara, the masdar mainly will come on the scale of fu'ulan. Khalada yakhludu, to live forever, khuludan. Dakhala yadkhulu, to enter, dukhulan, the masdar. Qa'ada yaq'udu, qu'udan. Kafara yakfuru, kufran or kufuran. Fasaqa yafsuqu, fusuqan or fisqan. Sadaqa yasduqu, sidqan. Okay, so these are the masdar we have learned of these, the group of nasara yansuru. Okay. Now, al-maf'ulu li-ajlihi. A masdar verbal noun that comes in al-jumla ismiya is called al-maf'ulu li-ajlihi, the object of motive. A masdar comes in al-jumla al-ismiya, it is called al-maf'ulu li-ajlihi, the object of motive. It is usually a nakira and mansub. Sometimes the al-maf'ul li-ajlihi can be ma'rifa, but usually it is nakira, and always is in mansub case. It comes from the different verb that is used in the sentence. The al-maf'ul al-mutlaq is the same masdar from the same verb used in the sentence. But al-maf'ul li-ajlihi is the different verb from the, different masdar from the verb used in the sentence. It must be internal motive. It must be internal motive. It is called masdar qalbi. Al-masdar qalbi, the internal motive. Its purpose is to tell the reason of the verb takes place. Okay? What was the reason? So if you ask a question in the sentence, why did he do the action? The reason is al-maf'ulu li-ajlihi. It has another name, al-maf'ulu lahu. Al-maf'ulu lahu. And al-maf'ul li-ajlihi is the same thing. This is translated as because of, out of, on account of, for the sake of, with the intention of. So these are not limited, can come out with your own what makes sense in the sentence. So the al-maf'ul li-ajlihi is the masdar different from the verb used in the sentence. Okay. What is the difference between al-maf'ul al-mutlaq and al-maf'ul li-ajlihi? A maf'ul al-mutlaq is the masdar of the main verb, whilst al-maf'ul li-ajlihi is the masdar of another verb. Masdar of another verb. So if you can see here, here is the masdar. Masdar comes usually at the end of the sentence. So suppose this is end of the sentence. If is from the main verb, it is al-maf'ul al-mutlaq. And maf'ul al-mutlaq comes for emphasis. And masdar of another verb is called al-maf'ul li-ajlihi and is, let me just change some of the things. Shouldn't be there. And over here is the reason. Okay. Reason. Al-maf'ul al-mutlaq is the masdar of the main verb, whilst al-maf'ul li-ajlihi is the masdar of another verb. Masdar of another verb. So it's very easily we can understand and we can differentiate. If we see the masdar is from the same verb, we will call it al-maf'ul al-mutlaq. And if the masdar is from another verb, we will call it al-maf'ul li-ajlihi. Maf'ul mutlaq comes to emphasize the verb, and al-maf'ul li-ajlihi comes to tell us the reason of the verb has been taken place or takes place. The jumla, it can be with the jumla al-fi'l madi, or it can be fi'l al-mudari'. Okay, understood the difference between al-maf'ul al-mutlaq and al-maf'ul li-ajlihi. Wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Maf'ul mutlaq is the same, is the masdar of the same fi'l, and maf'ul li-ajlihi is the masdar of a different masdar from the verb used in the sentence. Here we have some masdars. I did not do the fi'l madi and fi'l mudari or form of these masdars. This is only the masdar. You can look at the madi and mudari of these. Usually these masdar comes as al-maf'ul li-ajlihi. Again, it's not limited, but these are the masdar mainly comes as the al-maf'ul li-ajlihi. Number one, amalan, hope. Then hubban, love. Which way shall we go? Cross or down? Let's go cross. Raghbatan, earnest desire. Or sometimes it could be hope as well. Ta'atan, obedience. Wafa'an, faithfulness. Shukran, gratitude. Khashyatan, fear. Rahbatan, fear. Khawfan, fear. Hirsan, greed. Tama'an, hope. Kurhan, unwillingly. Hasadan, envy. Imanan, faith. Ta'zeeman, respect. Ibtigha'an, desiring. Ikhlasan, sincerity. احتراما, honor. Okay? Because all these are internal motive. The verbs of these are internal motives. So these are the masdar, usually comes as al-maf'ul li'ajlihi. Okay, so as I said, these are not limited. These are some examples. Mainly, you will see these are the masdars. So next time we see one of these masdar in the Quran, we will know it is the masdar and it will become al-maf'ul li'ajlihi. Okay. So what is al-maf'ul li'ajlihi? It is the masdar used in the sentence different from the verb used in the sentence. Okay? And al-maf'ul li'ajlihi is the eternal motive. And these are some of the masdars. Usually comes as al-maf'ul li'ajlihi. Let's see some examples. And maf'ul li'ajlihi does not come end of the sentence. Most of the time it does, but sometimes it can come in the middle as well. Okay, so let's see. Sorry. And over here, some of the slots, we're not going to do the Arab because we haven't learned them. Just to make the sentence complete, I had to use some of those slots to make the sentence complete and translate fully. But I'm not going to go into that slots or the Arab because we haven't done some of them. يعبد, which is the al-fi'l al-mudari', يعبد, it is the first form of al-fi'l al-mudari'. So first form means the fa'il ism dhahir can come. So let's see. Al-Muslimuna. This is Jama Mudhakkar Salim. It is in marfu case, so it is fa'il. Why is a marfu case? The waw is telling us. The waw of Jama Mudhakkar Salim. So يعبد المسلمون الله. Lafz Allah is the maf'ul bihi. يعبد المسلمون الله خوفا. خوفا. So خوفا is the masdar. Now compare, is the masdar from the same verb يعبد? No. The masdar of يعبد, عبد يعبد عبادة. That is the masdar. And the masdar used here is خوفا, from the خاف يخاف. The fail خاف يخاف خوفا. So it is different masdar from the verb itself. So it is different. We will say this is maf'ul, al-maf'ul li'ajlihi. So if we do the تركيب, يعبد فعل, المسلمون فاعل, لفظ الجلالة مفعول به, خوفا مفعول لأجله. مفعول لأجله. This is the reason doing worship. Yeah? This is the reason of doing the action of يعبد. Translation: Muslims worships Allah out of fear. Muslims worship Allah out of fear. To do the Arab, يعبد فعل مضارع مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة الظاهرة على آخره لا محل له من الإعراب, because فعل either ماضي or مضارع has no slots in the sentence. Then المسلمون فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الواو لأنه جمع مذكر سالم. Then we have الله لفظ الجلالة مفعول به منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Now today we're going to learn how to do the i'rab of مفعول لأجله. Because it's mansub, it's only same exactly as مفعول به. خوفا مفعول لأجله منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Okay, understood? The مفعول لأجله, because all the previous other slots we've done in the past exactly the same. يعبد فعل مضارع مرفوع وعلامة رفع ضمة الظاهرة على آخره. عن المسلمون فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الواو لأنه جمع مذكر سالم. الله لفظ الجلالة مفعول به منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. عن خوفا مفعول لأجله منصوب وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Let's move on. See another example. سافر. We haven't done this verb in the past. We can see it is a 4-letter verb. I had to use this for the example. سافر يسافر means to travel. سافر. We use this safar in our daily life. سافر, journey. سافر يسافر, to travel. So سافر, this is the first form of فعل الماضي. It may have اسم الظاهر as the fa'il. Let's see in the sentence. محمد, yes, this is the fa'il. سافر محمد طلبا, internal motive. طلب يطلب, from باب نصر ينصر. طلب يطلب طلبا, to seek. طلب يطلب طلبا. So طلبا is the reason of Muhammad traveling. This is the reason. You can ask the question, why did Muhammad travel? طلبا, because of, with the intention of. Okay? طلبا what? للعلم. علم, knowledge, and the li is for knowledge, or seeking knowledge, translating both together. تركيب سافر فعل محمد فاعل طلبا مفعول لأجله. Because طلبا is not name of a thing, which is not a solid ism. طلبا is not something gives us the meaning of time or place. It cannot be مفعول فيه. طلبا is not the hal, is not the state of Muhammad. طلبا is the masdar, and masdar is not from the same verb سافر. It cannot be مفعول مطلق, has to be مفعول لأجله. So translate. Okay, let's see how you translate. As I said, the مفعول لأجله, it doesn't have to be at the end of the sentence. It can come فعل فاعل, then usual is مفعول به. It can come in place of مفعول به. There could be one or two words after مفعول لأجله. Muhammad traveled seeking knowledge, with the intention of seeking knowledge. It is internal motive. Talaban, wanting, seeking. Right. Okay. That's fine. Yes. Muhammad traveled to seek knowledge. Muhammad traveled in seeking of knowledge. Yes. Muhammad. Now, this is just a normal name, Muhammad. It's not our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It's normal name, yeah? Yeah. All right, let's see. Muhammad traveled with the intention of seeking knowledge. Muhammad traveled with the intention of seeking knowledge. So where did we get the meaning of intention? Because it's the internal motive. Okay? So you can add some of these words that completes a sentence. Otherwise, Muhammad traveled in seeking of knowledge. That's fine. Muhammad traveled with the intention of seeking knowledge. That's also fine. Now let's do the Arab. As I said, we're not going to do the Arab of Lil Ilmi. This is another slot we haven't done at the moment. Just going to do these three. سافر فعل ماض مبني على الفتح لا محل له من الإعراب. محمد فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. طلبا مفعول لأجله منصوب وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Okay. Now here one thing to remember, when we can utter, we can pronounce a fatha on the last letter of fi'l al-madi, when we can visibly see, when we can utter the fatha, even some other huruf or other thing attached with fi'l madi, we're not going to say littisalihi because it hasn't changed. Safara, the ra, the last letter of fi'l madi hasn't changed. The default of fi'l al-madi is mabni ala al-fath. So if any huruf is attached to fi'l al-madi, we're not going to say littisalihi. It is when the fi'l madi, the last letter has a sukoon on it. Then we say littisalihi. Because the default of fi'l madi is mabni ala al-fath. Sometimes it comes mabni ala sukoon. Why? The reason is littisalihi. But when we have a fatha on the fi'l madi, even some things littisalihi, even some connects, but we don't say littisalihi. It hasn't changed. Okay. محمد فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفع الضمة الظاهرة على آخره عن طلبا مفعول لأجله منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Let's move on. Let's see another example. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. That means we're going to have 3 or 4 slots. يسجد سجد يسجد سجودا is the masdar. So let's see if we have a masdar of the same verb sujudan, or do we have the masdar of another verb in the sentence. Yasjudu Muhammadun. The file can be any. Yasjudu, the file can be al-Muslimuna. Yasjudu The file can be Khalid. File can be anything. So يسجد محمد شكرا. شكرا. So shukran is it's not a name of thing, is it? No, it's not solidism. It's not giving us meaning of time or place. No. Shukran is not the state of Muhammad is in. No. Shukran is the masdar, and this masdar is different from the verb yasjudu. So it is going to be maf'ulun li'ajlih. So yasjudu Muhammadun shukran. So normally Muhammad is a Muslim name. So normally Muhammad prostrates for who? Lillahi. Yeah, lillahi, for Allah. The تركيب يسجد فعل محمد فاعل شكرا مفعول لأجله. مفعول لأجله. The translation will be Muhammad prostrates to show gratitude to Allah. To show gratitude to Allah. So what is the reason of Muhammad doing the fail yasjudu? The reason is to do shukr of Allah. Shukran. The Arab will be yasjudu فعل مضارع مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. This verb has لا محل. This fail, sorry. Yes, verb has no place in the sentence. لا محل له من الإعراب. And the yeah, okay, that's fine. And the shukran مفعول لأجل منصوب وعلامة نصبه, we can see the fatha at the end. It is visible. الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. We're not going to do the Arab of the word lillahi because we haven't done that yet. يسجد فعل مضارع مرفوع وعلامة رفع الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. محمد فاعل مرفوع وعلامة رفع الضمة الظاهرة على آخره. عن شكرا مفعول لأجل منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Here I just remember one thing. We normally, to thank people, when people gives us something or people do something for us, normally we say shukran. Normally we say the word only shukran. Have you ever thought of, after doing the last lesson, have you ever thought of why we only say shukran? Shukran is the masdar. Why do we only say shukran when there is no fa'il and fa'il before it? Now you know why. Shukran, it is the maf'ul al-mutlaq. The fa'il and the fa'il is mahdhuf, is omitted. Yeah? So it can be ashkuruka, ashkuru fa'il mudari, ashkuruka you, maf'ulun bih, shukran. Ashkuruka shukran. Because it is used so much, Arabs say, okay, let's delete the fa'il and fa'il. Shukran. It is maf'ul mutlaq. Because ashkuru, the fa'il is used, the same verb as the masdar. Ashkuruka shukran. That's why it is maf'ul mutlaq. But over here, because the yasjudu is a different verb and shukran is the masdar of a different verb, has to be maf'ul li ajli. Okay? Understand now? Understood what is al-maf'ul li ajli? The reason of the fail takes place. That's all it is. So now if you get stuck, just ask the question, why did he do the fail? The reason is to show gratitude to Allah. Why did he travel? The reason is to seek knowledge. Right? We can do many other examples using one of the masdar, normally comes as the maf'ul li ajli. Right? Because we haven't done some of the verbs. I'm just not giving an example of those. Inshallah, once we do them. Because another verb, maybe many of you know, ja'a. Yeah, ja'a is a fail. Ja'a yaji'u. Ja'a yaji'u. So when we conjugate ja'a, and when we come somewhere in the middle, the form changes. Ja'a, ja'a, ja'u, ja'at, ja'ata becomes to ji'na. Ji'na. See, it changed from ja'a. Then the rest follows the same pattern. Ji'ta, ji'tuma, ji'tum, ji'ti, ji'tuma, ji'tunna, ji'tu, which is ana. Ji'tu, I came. And ji'na, we came. So if we take this verb and say ji'tu, ji'tu, and we say the ka, which is maf'ulun bih, ji'tuka, and we can bring one of the masdar from our chart. Ihtiraman, ihtiraman. Ji'tuka ihtiraman. I came to you out of respect. So in the past, I think I did say something about the fail ja'a. The fail ja'a normally doesn't need maf'ulun bih. I'm just correcting myself. The verb ja'a normally it does not require maf'ulun bih, because the ja'a used a lot in the Arabic language. There are people they allowed it. Okay, it can have maf'ulun bih. Yeah. So here ja'aka, the ka is maf'ulun bih. So ji'tuka, I came to you, ihtiraman. What is the reason for me coming to you? Is to respect. All right. Any questions? Yes, it is from the fail lazim, because we haven't done fail lazim yet. I'm not going to go more into it. Any ayah from the Quran, because I was so doing this preparing for the lesson, I didn't look into the Quran. Yes, there is, and one of the reason is I knew one or two examples. One of the reason is we haven't done those fails, and many other slots comes as well. But this is why I'm not giving Quranic examples. Once we do the phrases, and we know what are the phrases, then yes, we can bring some of those Quranic examples. Yeah. So these are the just normal examples. Just wait. Once we do our phrases, then inshallah, again, many doors will open for us towards the Quran. Then after that, it will be only Quranic examples. Yeah. Once we do the phrases, it will be, most of the time will be the Quranic examples, inshallah. Any questions regarding al-maf'ulu li ajlih? It's very simple. If we see an ism in the sentence, think. Is the ism name of a thing? If it's the name of a thing, it's going to be maf'ulun bih. If it's one of the damir al-muttasil, it's going to be maf'ulun bih. And if the ism is one of those isms gives the meaning of time and place, it's going to be maf'ulun fih. And if the ism is giving the meaning of the state the file is in, or the maf'ul is in, that's going to be hal. And if the ism does not give us any of the previous meaning, and we know this is the masdar, now see, if it's from the same fi'l, it will be maf'ul mutlaq. If it's from the different fi'l, maf'ulun li'ajlih. Very simple. هل فهمتم فهما? Do you really understand? المفعول لأجله. Okay, so there is no much. This is it. مفعول لأجله. Masdar comes in the sentence from a different verb. We have another example. Let's see what we have. كتبت. كتب يكتب, to write. كتبت. So كتبت means I wrote. Okay. This example, I don't see any masdar there. Right. كتبت. كتب يكتب. كتبت. And I wrote. كتبت. I wrote what? الدرس. Okay. If we see a masdar from different verb or different fi'l, then it will be the reason of me writing the lesson. I wrote the lesson. Why did I write the lesson? The reason, khashiyatan. The reason is khashiyatan, in fear of. Khashiyatan. Fear of what? Okay. So over here you can see normally it will have fathatain because it's the nakira. And I have only one fatha, means something else is coming at the end. So up to here is okay. كتبت الدرس خشية. I wrote the lesson in fear of. Fear of what? Another word called an-nisyan. The word nisyan is to forget. Nisyan, to forget. Nasiya yansa, nisyan, to forget. So كتبت الدرس خشية النسيان. So khashyata is a meaning of something, name of something. No. Khashyata giving us the meaning of time or place. No. It's khashyata, I state that the fa'il ana can be in. No. It's the masdar of khashiya yakhsha, to fear. Fa'il, fa'il, maf'ul, li'ajali. The translation, I wrote the lesson out of fear of forgetting. I wrote the lesson out of fear of forgetting. Arab, كتبت. كتب فعل ماض مبني على السكون. See? Yeah. The default of فعل ماضي is مبني على الفتح. If it is مبني على الفتح, we can see the fatha on the last letter. There is no reason we don't write لاتصاله if any other ism or any other thing is attached. But once it is a sukun on the last letter, and if any other thing is attached, then we say why is a sukun? Normally it's fatha. Why is a sukun? What is the reason? لأجله. What is the reason? Is being sakin, the last letter. لاتصاله. Now here we say لاتصاله تاء الفاعل. والتاء ضمير متصل مبني على الضم في محل رفع فاعل. إذن كتب فعل ماض مبني على السكون لاتصاله تاء الفاعل. And we need a file here. Sorry, I had to change this. I'll change in a minute. This is مفعول به. So file is here within. والتاء ضمير متصل مبني على الضم في محل رفع فاعل. الدرس مفعول به وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. خشية is مفعول لأجله منصوب وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Right. So here كتبت فعل ماض مبني على السكون لاتصاله بتاء الفاعل لا محل له من الإعراب. What? Which one doesn't have إعراب? الماضي, because we're talking في الماضي. والتاء تاء الفاعل. Okay, we just mentioned that. What type of file is this? والتاء تاء الفاعل ضمير متصل مبني على الضم في محل رفع فاعل. Again the order has changed. الدرس مفعول به منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. خشية مفعول لأجله منصوب. We can see the fatha on the last letter. Why is it one fatha? Because it is a phrase, so we're not going to go into it. But we can see the fatha on khashiyata. One or two doesn't matter as long as fatha. مفعول لأجل منصوب وعلامة نصب الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. Right. Inshallah, I hope you really understood the lesson today. مفعول لأجله. If you have done any other courses about مفعول لأجله, if you did not understand then, I hope inshallah you have understood مفعول لأجله today with me. And if you have understood even before, alhamdulillah, maybe you got something out of today's lesson. Okay, this is the end of lesson 24. We talked about مفعول لأجله. It is the masdar of a different verb used in the sentence. So inshallah, we'll see you in the next lesson. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.